thank the Secretary. And before I begin, I want to thank you, the Secretary, Chris Dillon in particular, and of course all of the other committee members who have worked so hard behind the scenes to organise this conference. Just to let you know that this conference is being recorded and the link will be sent to those who have registered. And throughout the presentations, if you have any question, please use the Q&A button at any time through the presentation, and we've allowed at least 5 minutes at the end for questions and discussion. Most of you will probably know what NAKIRA is, but just in case there's one or two of you here who are not familiar with this library group, we were established in March 2008, and we are the direct successor to the National Council on Orientalist Library Resources. And before that, there was the Standing Conference of National University Library Advisory Committee on Orientalist Materials. But basically what we are is a general forum for librarians, archivists, researchers, and even people who, and the interested public who are involved in collection development, use of library resources relating to Asia and Asian and Middle Eastern studies. And we are here to promote and improve access to these resources. And we work with the other library groups who have their own regional groups within the UK, such as the China Library Group or the Middle East Group or the Hebraica Group, etc. And once a year we come together under the umbrella of NAKIRA for an annual conference, and people report to us at the AGM on what they have been doing during the year in their regional groups. We've been having some very interesting conferences recently. A few years ago, we had one on the theme of science in Asia. We've had them on religion. We've had it on resources for art. And last year, we had a conference on maps and cartographic discoveries in Asian maps and cartographic discoveries in UK collections. But the previous conferences were always on site as a venue and institution, but last year was really new for us because it was the first time that we had an online conference via Zoom, and like for all of us, it was a big learning curve. And hopefully this year, we had no mishaps last year, so hopefully this year, with all the experience we've accrued through Zoom meetings, we shouldn't have any trouble this year. But this actually brings us, the fact we're online and the fact that we're not on site actually brings us to what this afternoon is all about. When we were deciding what theme to have this year, we all thought that actually, who would have thought we would be online, hybrid working, a game changer, we're all doing things in different ways. It was all thrown upon us, and we've all had to react in our institutions. So we thought this would actually be an opportunity, dare I say, a once in a lifetime opportunity, to actually capture through presentations what people have been doing and how they have adapted to the new norm and new ways of working, which is why the title of this conference is Lessons and Reflections, New Ways of Working in the Pandemic Era. And we've got this afternoon, I think, a very varied and interesting topics where our presenters will be talking about their various projects and how they have adapted to the situation that or what is now at the moment, the new norm. So I want to welcome you to this conference. I hope you enjoy this afternoon. And without further ado, I would like to ask our first speaker, Christopher Burgess, who's Head of Exhibitions and Public Programs at Cambridge University Library, to talk to us about research libraries and public engagement, a new future.
Thank you very much, Colin, and many thanks to Chris and the committee for inviting me to come and speak today.